I don't know you as a YouTuber, I haven't seen your shit. In typical Apex fashion in a pub. That's mostly because of how I was treated as a YouTuber at the beginning, right? Hey man, fuck you, I can drive.
It's not.
What was the question? Like he said, he came out to meet not some crooked hat kid.
So I'm here with Taylor Page, right? And we are in typical Apex fashion in a pub. And he dragged me here. Don't blame me. So I was really excited to come here and see him because he's out here covering the whole week. So we're gonna get what he's covering. Brilliant eye on camera.
What am I looking for? I just look for the things that inspired me to do this thing in the first place.
So here's what's really interesting to me, right? So I watch very few YouTubers, like very few, like they're mostly gamers. If I don't know you as a YouTuber, I haven't seen your shit. Now, Taylor, I watch constantly because I get a different experience than what I would cover, right? And so when I'm looking at your videos, Taylor, I'm looking at, wow, man, what a great eye, because I started from nothing and people had to teach me, but somehow you like naturally see that. Can you walk us through how you see that?
It doesn't seem real until you move there, right? And you're there and you see it and it's surreal. And it's like, whoa, seeing it through my eyes, it's surreal. What I know, I needs to be on a camera. Somebody needs to see this. Because this is stuff that inspired me to do it in the first place. And I have the resources to do it as well. It takes a lot of getting used to doing this and being some kind of personality.
Sure.
And not feeling like a total chotch for doing it. And I've been doing it for like over a year and I still feel like a chotch. At the end of the day, it's like super fun. Editing the videos is fun, and you kind of like relive the moment of editing, like knowing how fun it is and like how accomplished you feel after you create like a dope video that you know is super dope. So when you're in the moment and you have the camera and you see people looking at you and you feel like a total idiot, you kind of just live it up, go into it, make the good content just because you know 5 seconds later you're never gonna see these people anyway and you're gonna go home and edit a joke video. So I've been in like art my whole life. I've been a musician since like 5th grade or something. Started with like the trumpet.
No way!
Yeah, I played the trumpet, played the saxophone, and I actually have a college degree in music. Yeah, right. So,
no, I dig, for sure.
Yeah, I don't use the thing for anything. But anyway, back to the point. When it comes to like music, creating music, things like that, emulation is like the biggest part of making music, right? You see the things that work for people, the things that you like, and you emulate it. And having kind of experience doing that with other forms of art, when I moved it into creating videos, that's what I did. I analyzed all the things that I liked. There's YouTube videos, there's YouTubers that I like for certain reasons, right? You might not know right off the bat, but then you analyze it and you figure out why do you like this, and then you emulate it, you know? So really, how do I do, you know, how does it correlate, how does it translate into like how I film? It's me emulating what I like to watch.
Okay, so what message, right? So I always have a message with my videos, and generally it's like, I don't care what you think, I don't care who you are, and that's mostly because of how I was treated as a YouTuber at the beginning, right? And it's like, hey man, you're not one of the cool kids, you're an old man, you should go to the retirement home or something like that. You shouldn't be doing car videos. And I'm like, hey man, fuck you, I can drive. You know, but when I'm looking at that now, I recognize that all new YouTubers are going through that, and it doesn't matter what the genre is. So what message do you have to every new YouTuber out there?
The message I would say is just figure out what you like, what you ideally want to create, and just make it and do it. For me, it was cars. Wow, that's very general, but not for me. I was never a car person. Sure. I bought my first car. I had my first car at 25. I bought it myself. It was the first time I ever had a car. It was a Honda Civic, and I leased it because I was so broke. Like, my dad didn't teach me about cars. I didn't know anything about cars. I've never driven a car. My friends used to get so pissed at me because they had to drive me around everywhere. Like, I didn't have anything in cars. And then, you know, I got to the point where I was like, I can afford to kind of buy the car that I want and make the content that I want. So I did it, you know? And I kind of made the focus of the channel as like a noob. Like a guy that doesn't know anything is just gonna break into the car scene. And not just any car scene, the exotic car scene of SoCal. Something that's probably a pretty daunting experience for someone that doesn't know shit about cars, which I don't.
It's
and
true.
I just knew that I wanted to make that content, and I knew that going along doing this, people were gonna be like, you don't know what you're talking about, and that's wrong, and your car's stupid, and this and that. And I knew that was gonna happen, but I just knew that the end goal, I wanted to do that content, and I was gonna learn so much about it along the way, which I have. I'm not a pro yet, and I probably never will be, but yeah, I just did what I wanted, even though I knew there would be resistance because I just didn't know anything about it. And probably the best decision I ever made. So yeah, just do what you want and screw the rest.
So here we are, right? You know, my final thoughts, right? When I always do final thoughts in videos. I'm in a pub, I'm drinking beer, I drove a few hundred miles, somebody's gonna have to drive me home at this point, and I don't care about any of the cars here, I just flat don't. But I did so, right? I didn't come to meet a movie star, I didn't come to meet some YouTuber, random ass kid with some crooked hat, you know, 300 miles. I came here to meet a real person, and I was super excited to meet Taylor. So thanks for watching Chasing the Apex, and for you real folk, you folk that are chasing the Apex, let's hear Taylor's final thoughts.
Okay.
Like he said, he came out to meet not some crooked hat kid. That's right. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to what I have to say. This dude's awesome. I was so stoked to meet him. And we finally met after like a year and a half. And yeah, his GT4 is dope. You got to see my 4C. I did not foresee that. Okay, that.
But
just kidding. But anyway, yeah, thanks for listening to what I have to say. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace. Punch it.